Hi guys, we're from Summer University Biomedicine course, and this video will be about sunscreen. Meet the team behind the production of this video. And these are the contents for today's video.
Hi everyone, my name is Natasha and I'll be talking about the structure of the skin. What is the skin? The skin is the body's largest organ. It is made up of water, protein, fats, and minerals. The skin protects the body from germs and regulates body temperatures. Nerves in the skin help the body to feel sensations like hot and cold. There are three main layers that makes up skin. The first layer is epidermis, followed by dermis, and the last layer is subcutaneous. Epidermis is an elastic layer on the outside that is continuously being regenerated. It includes keratinocytes, corneocytes, and melanocytes. Next, dermis is the inner layer that makes up 90% of the skin's thickness. It includes sweat glands, hair follicles, and sebaceous glands. Subcutaneous layer is a layer under the dermis and is made up of connective tissues and fat. Fat is a good insulator of the skin. Each skin layer have their own function, where epidermis acts as a protective barrier, makes new skin, protects the body as a part of the immune system, and provides skin color, while dermis have collagen and elastin that make skin cells strong and resilient, and elastin produce sweat and supplies blood, while subcutaneous function as cushion, muscles, and bones have connective tissue and regulates body temperatures.
Hi guys, my name is Yanwai and I'll be talking about the epidemiological data for skin cancer globally and also in Malaysia. In 2020, there were a total of 324,635 new cancer cases for the melanoma of the skin for both sexes and all ages. In 2020 as well, melanoma of the skin accounted for 57,043 new death cases. Europe accounted the highest percentage of cases for both incidence rates at 46.1% and death cases at 46.2%. Europe accounted the highest percentage of cases for both incidence rates at 46.1% and death cases at 46.2%. In 2020, Malaysia reported 162 new cases of melanoma of the skin, comprising 0.33% of the total 48,639 cancer cases, and 81 deaths, constituting 0.27% of the overall 29,530 death cases. Melanoma of the skin ranked 26th among the 35 types of cancer in both incidence and mortality.
Hello, my name is Dennis, and I'll be presenting on the pathology of skin cancer. Melanoma skin cancer. Melanoma is a type of skin cancer that originates in the melanocytes, the pigment-producing cells of the skin. It is considered the most dangerous form of skin cancer due to its potential to spread to other parts of the body. It is often caused by DNA damage at the melanocytes, causing uncontrolled cell growth, which leads to tumors. When present, it often appears as a new mole on the skin. Non-melanoma skin cancer. Non-melanoma skin cancer consists of two types, basal cell carcinoma and squamous cell carcinoma. Basal cell carcinoma is the most common type of skin cancer. It tends to grow slowly and is less likely to spread to other parts of the body. Basal cell carcinoma often appears as a pearly or waxy bump. Squamous cell carcinoma, on the other hand, is the second most common type of skin cancer. Squamous cell carcinoma has the potential to spread to other parts of the body, although it is less likely to spread than melanoma skin cancer. When formed, it may appear as a red, firm nodule.
Skin cancer is predominantly attributed to a multitude of factors that is triggered by the exposure to ultraviolet radiation. It does this by compromising the immune system and through DNA damage within the skin cells. UV radiation can stimulate keratinocytes within the skin to release interleukin 10, which is an immunosuppressor, into the circulatory system, compromising the immune system's ability to effectively recognize and eliminate cancerous cells. Additionally, UV radiation induces DNA damage through the formation of pyrimidine dimers, which further contribute to the potential development of cancer. Photoaging is the accelerated aging of the skin caused by prolonged exposure to ultraviolet radiation. It is primarily attributed to oxidative stress, as ultraviolet photons' interaction with oxygen molecules generate oxidative free radicals. Hence, overexposure to UV radiation breaks the balance between the production of reactive oxygen species and their neutralization through the body's natural antioxidant systems.
Hello everyone, my name is Sui, and now I'm going to tell you about what are the type of sunscreens. In overall, there are two types of sunscreen. One is chemical sunscreen and another one is physical sunscreen. For chemical sunscreen, the active ingredient included in the chemical sunscreen is the organic component that absorb UV energy and convert it into heat, which is then emitted from the skin. For example, some common chemical sunscreen ingredient included like oxybenzoate, ovobenzoate, oxysalate, octocycline, homosalate, and octinoxate. The characteristic of this chemical sunscreen is it is designed for absorption, it tend to go smoothly without feeling some sticky or oily, and also they don't leave the unmistaken white cast. Then for physical sunscreen, it's known as mineral sunscreen. It is worked by forming a physical barrier on the skin that protect it from UV rays. The common active ingredients are inorganic compound that is used in physical sunscreen like zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. The characteristic of the physical sunscreen are they are thicker and may leave a tiny white residue on the skin. However, newer formulations are designed to reduce this impact. Moreover, they are frequently prescribed it from the people who have sensitive skin. The sun protection factors SPF is referred to a sunscreen capacity to inhibit the formation of erythema, which is the redness of skin when exposed to UV light. The level of protection supplied by the sunscreen is indicated by the SPF number. The higher the number, provide more security. For example, the SPF 30 gives the greater protection than the SPF 15. Consumer may use the sunscreen with four categories, which is low SPF 6 and 10, medium SPF 15, 20 and 25, high SPF 30 and 50, and extremely high SPF 50 plus. PA rating system is used to measure the level of protection of a sunscreen offered against UVA rays. It's commonly used in Asian countries, particularly in Japan and South Korea, and it is similar in the function of the UVA star rating system as used in European countries. The PA system uses plus sign to indicate the level of UVA protection. PA plus provides some UVA protection. PA plus plus provide moderate UVA protection. PA plus 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 provide high UVA protection, and PA with 4 plus provide extremely high UVA protection. The more plus line, the higher the level of UVA protection. And now, are you curious how to correctly apply the sunscreen? Let's see.
Many individuals use sunscreen to avoid getting sunburned or having their skin darkened from sun exposure. Furthermore, some people use sunscreen to decrease their risk of developing skin cancer, scarring, and dark skin tone. It is important to use an SPF 50 sunscreen and moisturizer with sunscreen if you are diagnosed with skin cancer. This will prevent further damage and avoid any dryness caused by prolonged use. It's crucial to use a lower SPF for kids and a higher SPF for adults. Don't forget to add a moisturizer to their sunscreen if your children have dry skin. Always opt for sunscreen over sunblock, even though sunblock products are also available. Use sunscreen with SPF 30 or more. SPF 30 gives you lots of protection, and even higher SPFs don't add much more. The big numbers like 90 aren't much better than 30. Just remember to put on your sunscreen.
Now let us move on to the Q&A session. So we prepared 3 questions to check your understanding. So the first question is, there are 2 layers of the skin. So is this a true or a false statement? So the correct answer is that it is a false statement. So there are not 2 layers of the skin, there are actually 3 layers of the skin, namely the epidermis layer, the dermis layer, and also the subcutaneous layer. So the second question is, there are 2 types of sunscreen, namely the physical sunscreen and chemical sunscreen. So is this a true or false statement? So this statement is a true statement. So there are 2 types of sunscreen, namely the physical sunscreen, and it is known as the mineral sunscreen, and also there is the chemical sunscreen. So the third question is, SPF refers to a sunscreen's capacity to inhibit the formation of erythema when exposed to UV light, while the PA value refers to the level of protection a sunscreen offers against UVA rays. So is this a true or false statement? So the answer to this question is that it is a true statement. So SPF refers to the sunscreen capacity to inhibit formation of erythema when it is exposed to UV light, while the PA value refers to the level of protection a sunscreen offers against UVA rays.